Take me home. I know you wanna. 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 Take me home. Take me home. I know you wanna.
Hey, hola everyone. First, I wanted to show you my overall route and the stops I made, and then we'll get into more places as we go. Okay, I flew in from the United States to San Salvador, and then the next stop was Antigua, Cuscatlán, Playa San Blas, Oahu, Japan, Santa Ana, Metapan, back to San Salvador, San Miguel, La Union, Usultan, and I know that's wrong, Beach Vibes, and then Playa San Blas. All right, San Salvador. I stayed there 2 months, and it was a great place to start this adventure. I stayed in San Benito. There are car shows, nightlife, cultural, historical events, restaurants, shopping. I mean, everything. It's a modern city with all the great things that you could possibly want as a tourist, or to go shopping, or to take care of your immigration issues. That's where you go. San Salvador.
Saludes a todos. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Irvin from El Salvador here. Shout out to JD, of course, that is giving us this chance, this opportunity to be on his video. We are down here in El Salvador. We are in a big car show right now in El Centro Histórico. So I recommend you guys to come down to El Salvador and come visit us. It's a very safe place now. So you already know we are here. Come visit us.
Antigua, Cuscatlán. Now, located close to San Salvador, sort of like a suburb to me. I stayed there for 2 months, just about. It's still close enough to the big city where you have all the big stores, but you have that small town vibe. I lived in one of the big habitat complexes, which was like a 8-story apartment building. And from there, I could easily walk into town, enjoy the amenities, get pupusas, tacos, go do a little shopping, just get my exercises in, get those steps in. You know how it is when you get older. You gotta get the steps in. But anyway, yeah, that was a good place to stay. Playa San Blas. My next move was to the beach. Finally. It was a 6-month lease in a condominium complex. Had me a little nervous there at the 6-month thing, but thought I'd give it a shot. Now there's many public pools in this complex, a gymnasium, a clubhouse with restaurant, direct beach access. And being here for 6 months, I really did make quite a few friends. I enjoyed the area. It's right between La Libertad and El Tunco. Now those are the two places down here along the coast that I've found that seem to have the most activities going on. Festivals, nightlife, whatever you want, and of course the restaurants. This is a good spot to be.
Hi, my name is Gerson Morales. I am Salvadorian and welcome to Playa San Blas. I surfing for the last 22 years already, and I am happy to living on the beach too.
Oahu, Japan. 1 month. Okay, now I headed north for this one. Going from a huge 2-story house there at the playa to a 1-bedroom, 1-bath motel room was quite a challenge. But La Casa de Mama Pan did not disappoint. Owner and staff were great. Treated me like family. The town had a lively square which was just right outside the front door. Hot Springs Park was nearby, not too far away, and I did make a video on that one as well. And it was very relaxing and an enjoyable experience. So that's a pretty cool one to check out, Oahu, Japan. Nice little desk area to work at. I'll do some uploads on the videos I need to work on when I get a minute. Nice bathroom. I think it might have a hot shower. Oh my. Didn't expect anything to be going on. It's just a regular night. But it is the first of the year, so it looks like whether I wanted to go to a party or not, I think I'm here. Santa Ana. Now Santa Ana is the second biggest town here in El Salvador, and I thought, well, I'll stay there for 2 months. Yeah, I'll do that because it'll probably be pretty cool. And I stayed on the second floor of this house. Had 2 bedrooms and 2 baths, located in a historic district. Now, that being said, when you go to rent a house in the historic district, you get narrow roads, the buildings that are just packed together, multitudes of potholes in the roads. And even in the sidewalks, there were huge holes that were not marked or anything like that. So you'd have to be real careful at night walking back to the house from the square, which wasn't very far away. But you sure didn't want to fall in one of those holes. They might not find you for a day. Yeah, lots of truly memorable buildings though. Plus the other side of town had a huge mall and nightlife. I really think my sort of bad viewpoint on this town was the area I stayed in. It just needs some tender loving care, some maintenance on the streets and sidewalks, and step it up on the park, Santa Ana. They were pretty sad. But anyway, overall, if you're in Santa Ana, you can shop, you can dine, and go see a movie, I think, as well. So yeah, there's lots to do. Metapan. Hey, in Metapan, I stayed 1 month at the Hostel Villa Blanca. Awesome service from the owner and staff. Free breakfast for long-term stays too. Now I stayed for like a month, so that's a long-term stay. And I had a great breakfast every day. I think I gained weight on this trip just because of the breakfast, because I usually don't eat breakfast. But anyway, it was a one-bedroom with a bath. I did a lot of walking in the town, met a lot of great people in Metapan. This was close to Guatemala. I got to enjoy my first football and basketball game in El Salvador while I was in Metapan. At the square, they've got a huge football field right beside it, and right behind it is the basketball arena. And I met some guys from the United States who were playing ball down here. So that was pretty cool, and enjoyed the games immensely. Now my next stop was in San Salvador. I stayed in an older two-story home in a gated community. I had to take care of some immigration paperwork, and that was the best place to be. The Beach Vibes Hostel. The next long-term stay was at the Beach Vibes Hostel in El Sunsal. I stayed maybe a month and a half. Sonia and Nelson really took good care of me. I ran into some old friends while I was there, which was very cool because, you know, I'd been on the other side of the country pretty much, all over the country. And got some really good music videos, and they're online too, so check them out. Play us and blast. The second time. Okay, the wait was finally over. After a year or so of traveling around the country, I found a house in San Blas. Well, actually, my buddy Edwin did a lot of the legwork. He's really good about finding homes for people, and he's located here in San Blas too. Now, we looked at 5 or 6 houses. I met some sort of shady homeowners, I'll just say it honestly. They did the little gringo thing, I think, to me on a couple of them, where they found out that I was not an El Salvadorian, and the price went up. So tourism people, you might sort of take note of that, and I don't know what you can do. It's their houses, they're going to do what they want to do. But I did meet a man and his son who were more professional than the others. So now I finally have a home base for quite a while. I did a long lease. I'm going to be traveling though and doing videos of El Salvador at other towns, festivals, and plus I might just have a new helper. So that'll put a pretty interesting spin on the videos if I've got another camera going while I'm doing my camera work too. We'll see. Now, there were some other stops along the way, and I didn't really cover them because they were like short 1 or 2 night stays, and I'll cover those later, like when I went out towards La Union, and cover what I found out there and everything. But a lot of those places that I've stayed at throughout this whole thing has been Airbnb. So I'm going to do a video on Airbnbs and hotels, and it'll sort of give you a perspective of what the Airbnb situation is, their fees and different things like that. And I think they're having some issues right now actually with their charges from Airbnbs. Might be losing their popularity just a little bit. So we'll see. But that'll be in a video later on. Hey, thank you for the comments, the subscriptions, the likes, sharing. We're up to almost 750 viewers right now, or subscribers, which is amazing. And just thanks so much for that. Hopefully you're enjoying this trip, this adventure, as much as I am. Like I said, I'm locked in here for 2 years, and hopefully I will get a lot of video from around the area and further out and bring it to you. So until next time, and hopefully a shorter video, it's hasta luego, and I'll see you later. Bye.